designing the John Next Door and Crafts2 products. We'll be sharing things like the press cut dies and some of the Find It media and some of the other fantastic tools, accessories and other products that Crafts2 bring to everybody at home. I hope you can join me on my crafting journey and learn some tips and techniques from me that I share with you. So don't miss the Crafts2 shows with me, John Lockwood, on Hochanda.
Well, hello there, good morning. It might be a bit frosty out there, but I can guarantee it's going to be hot here in the studio at Hochanda. We've got Good Morning Hochanda, we're going to have Paul Church coming in, Josie Davies maybe, and Paola perhaps too. See you in a minute. So yeah, brand new day here at Hochanda. We've got loads going on. We've got fabulous one-day special. Elizabeth Crafts, a lovely Paola coming up with that a little bit later on. As a guest as well, putting her guest hat on, which we all love because she's such a wealth of knowledge, isn't she, when it comes to crafting. Talking about knowledge, we've got Paul Church and Josie Davies coming up as well. We've got a couple of Pergamano hours with some of those clarity plates that we've got. But I hesitate there because you've spied our deal of the day and you are already placing your orders for it, and I haven't even told you the details, but you'll know it. You'll have jumped onto the website. Now, do not adjust your sets. It really is this bright. It's bright white, as you can see there. 250 GSM, so we know it's a good weight to start with. Really good. That flickability that you can see there, you know that you've got a sturdy card base here. So you could be using this even for your card bases, maybe use them for things like your boxes as well if you're wanting to as well. It's not construction weight, so it's not going to be kind of as sturdy can be. But for 250 GSM cardstock, 100 sheets for less than a tenner, definitely worth going for. Now, it's super smooth as well, so if you do want to pop it through your printers, you can do. Just bear in mind, it depends on how your printer feeds in. Some feed from the bottom, it has to kind of turn around a full U shape. Some printers can't cope with that when you're looking at 250 GSM. But if it's feeding from the top and just kind of going in that J shape, then you shouldn't have a problem with these. Brilliant quality though, and of course the fact that you are getting for a £14 saving, that's not to be sniffed at, is it? Of course, if you're a Freedom member, that is delivered to your door, and this is quite a weighty chunk of cardstock, I have to say. 100 sheets. Now, if you do decide that, well, 100 sheets is good, but I'd rather have 200, well, you can do. You can go for as many repetitions of these as you like. All you need to do is increase that quantity. Details on your screen if you want to take advantage of these. There you go. 613532 being that all-important item number. It's our deal of the day. What that means is that deal is running right the way through to 7 o'clock tomorrow morning when we launch a brand new one. And likewise, it's going to be a fabulous deal. But sometimes quantities can sell out. So get hold of it while you've got the opportunity. 613532 being that all-important item number. Whether you're using it for your cardstock, whether you're using it for your boxes, die cutting it, get your inks involved with this. That super smooth finish means that you are able to apply that colour and smooth that colour out. Stamping your stamps, adding your colour with your watercolour pencils, maybe your markers, your permanent markers with those as well, then you can do that with this. It really is a versatile cardstock. It's good to have this as a base. But of course, it's not the only deal that we've got for you, because of course it is the place of sunrise specials. Now, if you've not joined us here at Hochanda before, let me explain to you. Our sunrise specials are only here for the hour. Yep, you're going to have to be quick with these ones. It's a bit like a happy hour. You may have come across one of our shows previously. What that means is you have to place your order before 8 o'clock to take advantage of these prices. And these prices are incredible, because if you look at this one here, you are saving £17. Now, at 8 o'clock, it's going to go back up to £26.94. Wow, that is quite a jump, isn't it? But this is a beautiful kind of teal coloured yarn. It's actually called azure blue, as you can see, but it is beautiful. Now, it's an Aran weight perfect for the season. We're getting into winter now, so you want those winter gorgeous cosy jumpers and scarves. And here you've got 6 balls, 600 grams in total, because each one of those is 100 grams. Now it's a really nice mix because you have got obviously 25% wool. Quarter of this ball is made of wool, but then you have also got your polyacrylic in there, which is important because that will mean that it gives you that durability. It means you can throw it into the washing machine. You know that when you've taken all those hours of creating your project, when you're knitting it, then those aren't going to be hours wasted. Beautiful thick yarn, as you can see. Now, I'm going to take one of these balls of yarns and turn it round for you because, of course, if you're a knitter, you'll want to know all that information on the ball band, which is what we've got here. So it's showing you the different style of needles that you can work with these. So you can see there, is it 5 mil? I haven't got my glasses on. Hold on, zoom in. Keep still, Hayley. 5 mil we're looking at with our knitting needles, which of course it could mean crochet as well. You've got your tension square there, so if you are wanting to just kind of do a little test before you actually stitch out your garments, you can see your tension there, and of course you can see 30-degree wash. That's good to know, isn't it, when you've got that wool content. Cool iron there, and as you can see there, do not pop it into your tumble dryer. I'm not sure what the -1 means. The little square, there you go, there's a question for you if you're watching. Via Facebook, you can let me know what that little line in, I don't know, it might be bleach or something like that, or dry cleaning, I don't know. We'll have to find that one out. 327-389. Now, I know how you do like your yarn. Rapidly approaching 20% of the stock has gone of that one. Get a couple of sets of these, and I think you've got plenty there to be making yourself a sweater. I'm not talking huge, but at less than £20, that's not a bad price, is it, for making a sweater? Wool and yarn isn't cheap nowadays, so 327-389 if you're wanting to take advantage of that. £17 saving will disappear, though, at 8 o'clock, so do it while we are here live. Now, something that we use, and we use a lot, is our red liner tape. Talking about the deal of the day earlier on, and we were speaking about the situation where you might be wanting to make your boxes. Well, red liner tape is perfect for that. Now, with this, you're looking at 3 mil wide, so it's an optimum width with this one. 5 metres on each reel, and you've got 20 reels in total, so you've got a lot there. A lot for £9.99. £15 and a penny saving again, and of course, it's something that we're all very familiar with. You've got 100 metres in total. That is brilliant. Like that idea. Now, 570093 works out at less than 50p a reel, about 49p a reel. So that's why it's worth taking advantage of. Hours like this give you the opportunity to stock up on these. So because it's a consumable, because we're using it, we see it all the time, don't we? All of our different demos here, paper crafting, we're seeing these, construction. For speed, sometimes you want that extra grab. Well, that's what you get with a red liner tape, and that's why it's so popular. And quite often we will get people that will use a wet glue, but use a red liner tape to kind of hold it in place while it's kind of drying out. And of course, fabulous name there, as you can see. 570093, that is the all-important item number. If you want to go for more of them, be my guest, just increase that quantity and take advantage. Oh, don't go yet. I'm not there yet. Hang on a minute. So if you wanted your red liner tape, the details are there on your screen. I do suggest you bulk up on this, though, because we can't always guarantee that we have this here at Hochanda. And we're busy this morning. It's good to have your company, folks. What have we got next for you? Shall we have a look at this? Look at this ribbon. Double-sided tape's gone for Burton there. Red liner tape, obviously very busy for that one. We're also busy for these ribbons now. You've got assorted colours, so I'm not going to guarantee you'll get exactly the combination that we're looking at here, but of course we will try to keep it to this combination where stock permits. So you've got all sorts in here. We've got, on this particular occasion, got a gorgeous solid black. Look at that. That's a very nice colour, isn't it? That teamed up with that gorgeous kind of champagne gold colour. Very, very nice. Now, I can't guarantee you'll get these two, but whichever you get, you are getting pure quality with these. Look at the shimmer and shine that you've got on there. Absolutely beautiful. Now, you're going to have 250 yards in total. So with these, you've got 25 on each one of those 10 reels. Now, I'm going to be a bit naughty. Katie's going to be glaring at me because I need to show you. I need to show what you could be doing with these, because you know me, I like to do my bows. I like to tie my bows in the morning. So I'm going to pull that out. I've not done that very ladylike because we've got the tape in there. I don't unravel the whole reel, that's all. Right, hold on, let's go for it. So, if you wanted to create a gorgeous bow, have a look at this. Gift wrapping, going onto your bags and your boxes. So many different ways you could actually create beautiful bows, and I think it's all down to that gorgeous ribbon, isn't it? If you do, you can make your small bows with these, your larger bows, but look at that. Look at the way the light catches that satin. Absolutely beautiful. They've got 25 metres on each of those, or sorry, 25 yards on each one of those, so it really does show. If you wanted to, you could double up when you're making your bows with these. Let's go in, since we're wrecking all of the rolls, might as well do another one. Katie, don't mind, do you? I don't mind. Well, Katie's here, by the way. It's just myself and Katie in the studio, but of course got Sandro and got lovely Andy making sure that that vision thing happens and that you can hear what I'm saying. Which isn't always a good thing, but on this occasion, when I'm telling you about these deals, it is a good thing. So there you go, look, double bows, look at that, teaming up a couple of those colours together. You can see just how beautiful those ribbons work. Absolutely gorgeous. If you're wanting yours, you're saving £30 on these. That is a brilliant deal. At £19.99, take advantage of those while you have the opportunity, and they are flying out. 239065 if you're wanting those. But there's more. Of course there's more, and you know there's more because you've been jumping ahead on the website. You always do. Stampers Anonymous. Now, of course, Tim Holtz, he brings us some beautiful designs. He's teamed up with Stampers Anonymous to bring these to you. Now, these are beautiful. Love these because they kind of got that arty feel to them. And obviously, on your kind of your bird theme here, we're looking at Artful Flight. 5 stamps in total. As is always the case with Stampers Anonymous. Actually, I'm not going to say always because I don't know, but they tend to be red rubber stamps. And what happens is they are red rubber stamps and they've already got that mount on there, and they've got that cling as well, which means that you can put them straight onto your acrylic block if you want him to. As you can see, come with a storage sheet that's already pre-punched with your holes there, so it's going to go straight into many of those storage binders that we can help you with. But what lovely designs. Very much mixed media theme with regards to these, but saying that, you've got that lovely feel that would be perfect on any greeting card that you wanted to use. It might be that you're thinking about Easter time and you've got your little bird's nest with your eggs in there, or bird cages. Obviously the bird outside the cage because that's where we like them to be. But have a look at this one here. I love all of these designs. At the top there you've kind of filled in with lots of different elements there, as you can see, like that one. £14.92 being this set of 5105,342. Just to give you a little bit of an update, very busy with that yarn, incredibly busy with that red liner tape as well. You are in the mood for a bargain this morning, and I don't blame you. The yarn, incidentally, rapidly approaching 40% of the stock of that has gone. So if you are wanting that, we will be showing you it a little bit later, but that update might be different. And as I say, if you're getting hold of that, go for it in the multiples. You don't want to run out of that mid-project. You don't have like one sleeve longer than the other, do you? Or a jumper that only comes so far down. So yeah, stock up on that. These are nice as well. Couture Creations. I just love saying that. Couture Creations. And here we've got embossing folders. Not 2 A4 ones. You've got 2 A4 and you've got your smaller, as you can see here. Now, I say A4, they might be American size, so roughly A4 in size, as you can see. Now, the beauty of these is you get so much within these folders. As you can see, you can put your cardstock through this and just go through them and use them, chop them up, play around with them as you want. But these particular ones, you're actually folding your cardstock when you're embossing with this one. So you can see when you look at the designs here, it tells you about you've got your fold memories there, because of course you can score along those lines and actually fold your designs if you're wanting to. And then over here you've got your borders, tags and more. And the idea is it's adding that embossed detail. And then there may be dies that work alongside these. I don't know. We've not actually got them this morning if that's the case, but they're simple lines you could cut around those little frames, and of course you've got those fabulous paper ribbons at the bottom there that you could be creating. Final one, kind of like a fleur-de-lis design with this one. Nice one to work with, and there you go, you can see it's called Great Fleur-de-Lis. Yay, say what it says on the screen, Hayley. £9.97 again. Less than a tenner for all of those. I'm going to drop this down in front of you to show you the effects you can get on your black cardstock with a little bit of gilding wax there, so you can see really kind of antique-y look. We'll flip it over. I don't know whether you'll see much, but you should be able to see. Yeah, you can there. You can see that depth of detail when you're actually working with these embossing folders, because that's exactly what they are doing. They're giving you that depth. They're giving you that relief that will give you that incredible look. Love these. £5 saving. Not a bad saving at all. It's kind of like a 33% saving, really, isn't it, when you look at that price there? So, yeah, if you're wanting these, 170557. Now, if you're in the mood for using your die cutting machines, then these are perfect. Do you remember latte work? If you're watching, you may well have come across it. In the old days, kind of days before die cutting machines, you used to have to do it with a metal ruler and a craft knife, and it was so tedious. Now with these are beautiful, because if we just take a little bit of a look at details where you've got these smaller images down here, the idea is you die cut those elements, then you fold those elements over and you lock them in place, as you can see there. Cut, fold and tuck. Oh, it sounds like a cosmetic procedure, that, doesn't it? Up at the top there you can see where you've got those different results, and of course using your double-sided cardstock with two different colours, perfect for this, but of course you could double up on some of those colours if you wanted to. Now you have got all three of these. Now these are comprehensive dies. These are dies that you would usually you'd be finding with these ones you'd be kind of paying a premium price for, because they're not just you cut them out and you stick them onto your cardstock. You've got interaction with these, you've got design features, and you'll see you've got big dies with these. 3 different dies in each of these, because the idea is that if you wanted to, you can multi-layer them, so use that base layer, the mid layer, and then of course that final piece at the front. But of course it's up to you. You can use them in their smaller capacity if you want to. Entirely up to you. But the details are there on your screen. You've got 9 dies and you're saving, wow, £72.81. £82.80p would be your price for these if you're wanting to get them, and £9.99, that is the price for them now. All 3 of them. Definitely worth getting hold of. And the details are there up on your screen if you wanted them. 739667. Now, we've got some assorted threads for you here. Now, these, oh, got a little bit of cheeky organza jumping in there. It's not your time yet. Got organza coming up if you want in that as well. Now here we have got big cones of thread here. Now you've got 25,000 metres on these. That's a lot of thread. Now it's a type of thread that is designed to be used with an overlocker. So if you are familiar with overlockers, you will know that often your threads will have that kind of wispiness to them, as you can see here. That wispiness does mean that it's not ideal for kind of using them in your regular sewing, your top stitching and things like that. But if you're using them for your foundation seams, then you have got that durability. You can see I'm really tugging on that. It's not, well, it is breaking when I put that much strength on it, but yeah, you can see it's not something that's going to snap really easily. I use this a lot with regards to things like craft situations. Have I got, there it goes, pour some of that yellow out. Because what you can actually do with this is use it, I'm not making a very good job of this, to be honest, a couple of strands of each, roll them together, and you'll all be familiar with this, making your own kind of cord. Roll them round together. Sometimes you've got a pencil, it helps, same as you having to twiddle it around your fingers. I used to do this over the door handle at home with wool and stuff like that, and then as you let it go, you will see it will kind of wind around itself. So there you go. You could take 2 of those, and I've taken the yellow and that green, and you can see that I've made like a little cord there that I could quite easily use on tags or for embellishments. And the fact that you could do that over and over again with these different colour combinations, some beautiful colours featuring in here, you have really got a bargain at £9.99. There's loads on there. Perfect if you run a craft group and you're wanting to create things like your tags, like if you're into your overlocking as well, your sewing, then they are perfect for those as well. But 468090, really good quantity of thread featuring there. Now, told you about that organza. This is lovely. Do you do your embroidery? You know your Rowan Dean embroidery? Wow, I think we've got a few Rowan Dean fans potentially watching, because already 50% of the stock has gone. Now we're looking at 13, oh, unlucky for some, not today, not at £9.99, 40 centimetre squares. Now I'm going to pull one of these out just so as you can see. Ignore that limited stock thing on your screen. I think that's what happened last time, which, yeah, you can understand, can't you? The size of these are really good size pieces. Now, of course, they're big enough that you could actually use them maybe if you're doing things like a plique. I use a lot of organza when I wear my tops and they've got a plique on there and the flowers and kind of different layers. Beautiful to work with, because of course you can see through these, so you can see underlying layers as well. But if you are into your Rowan Dean embroidery, then you definitely need to stock up on this. Now, can I just ask, we've had a Freedom members price pop up on this. Is that right? I'm going to double check on that. because if it is, there's no wonder it's getting these. I've got a feeling it might be, because that's 50% of the stock has gone of these. So if that's the price you pay, that's the price you pay, $6.99. But either way, that price is going to go up at 8 o'clock. So if you're a Freedom member watching this one, definitely get involved with this, because that hike is quite a hike in price when we get to 8 o'clock. 601-567. It's not a choice of, you are getting all 13. Again, I'm not sure whether it's going to be exact same colours. I always cover myself and say colours may vary, but we will try and keep it to this combination that we've got here. So if you wanted to take advantage, 601-567. Now we're going to jump onto the website, because I've got a VIP in the studio, a very important person, Mr. Paul Church, and I'm going to be teaming up with Paul and Josie Davis straight after this hour. So yes, at 8 o'clock we're going to have a fabulous hour of Pergamano. We're going to have a fabulous hour, well, I say Pergamano, using our Pergamano tools, because of course we're using the groovy plates, and we're going to be talking about all the fabulous princesses and palaces and Art Deco, and we're going to have a lovely hour, I know, because it always is. But of course, if you're wanting to jump ahead and have a little look at what else we've got going on in the day, you can see there. So we've got things like our 7-day savers featuring there. We've also got our 1-day special popping up there, and needless to say, we've got all of our sunrise specials. So there's lots for you to consider. But what we're going to talk about next, we're going to talk about Good Morning Hochanda. So yes, at Good Morning Hochanda, what we try to do is bring some of the guests in, if they're up bright and early, which you always are.
Bright and early. This
Always
is
ready.
late for me. Yeah, 6 o'clock, nearly lunchtime.
I love it. Did you have to de-ice your car this morning?
No, I was quite lucky this morning. So yeah.
When I left home, it wasn't too bad, but when I got out of the car, I had the cosy heater on and everything. I opened the door, it was like, whoa!
Yeah, I mean, I'm driving along. I mean, it dropped from 7 at Peterborough to here to 4.
Oh, frosty.
And that was only like a 20-minute drive. So yeah, it's definitely getting winter's coming.
Oh, don't. don't. Now, you and Josie are here a little bit later.
We are. We've got it's the first Thursday of the month, so which means it's the Pergamano show.
Of course.
So we're on at 8, 12 and 3.
Lovely.
And what we've done, Josie's brought back her beautiful duet grids.
Oh, these are brilliant.
So we launched these earlier in the year with the Queens.
Yes.
Then we had the Kings. Then we had the Palaces. And then the latest release was the Princesses. And it's a fantastic concept that Josie's come up with, and Jim in the office. This is the first time where we've actually done a groovy plate that gives you both the embossing and the perforating as well. And what it does, it may look a bit strange because you've got like just 2 opposite corners, but what it does, it gives you the beautiful effect of being able to create the stunning lace work around the outside of your card. And because it's a corner, it allows you to extend it or reduce it.
Brilliant idea.
So it gives you that flexibility.
I love that idea. And you say that they're kind of duo plates, and that's because you've got the embossed detail and the kind of the piercing detail with these as well.
So previously when Tina did her snowflakes, we had the perforating on one plate and then the embossing on a separate plate. So Jim worked his magic in the office. So you can see we've got the 4 beautiful designs here.
Gorgeous.
And then what we've also done is we give you a cutting guide in each of the different designs.
Now, is this? Because I must admit, when I look at this, you look at it and think, oh my goodness, I'm not sure what that means.
Yeah. So basically what this is, it tells you where to snip. So if you want to do the picot cutting, this is the guide that we've put in with each of the 4
it's kind of joining up the dots.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
And those little red lines that join them up show the angle in which the scissors need to go in order to get that beautiful picot
Very clever.
effect.
It's all about thought and detail, and that's because, I mean, Josie's got such a wealth of knowledge when it comes to
I mean, she's always, and in 8 o'clock she's going to show us, take us right back to basics and show us how she came up, how they used to do this type of effect on just a grid with holes in.
We won't get much done in an hour if we're doing it the traditional method.
So she's going to explain this is where it all used to come from, and then show how easy and achievable it is.
And I love it because not only have you got those fabulous frames that we've just been speaking about, but also got those Art Deco pieces and artwork.
We've got a set of 4 A6 plates on there, absolutely gorgeous.
Beautiful.
And whenever we bring the duet grids, what we try and do is bring a set of images to go with them. So for these ones, I chose the beautiful Art Nouveau roses, and absolutely stunning.
Gorgeous. But of course, they'll work with other things that you've got as well. I love this one.
This is gorgeous. This is one
Wow.
of Jane Nesterenko's winter scene plates.
Beautiful.
And then this one, this has got to be my all-time
See,
favourite. I shouldn't
this-
have an all-time favourite, but for me, this just blows me
But
away.
this, obviously we're looking at lots of straight edges with
Yeah.
regards to these, but this is where it shows you that if you start playing around with these, then you are able to kind of really go
For me,
to town.
this is pattern building,
Yes,
and I
yeah.
love using barb stamps to do the pattern building. So for me, this is absolutely, it just blows me away.
Absolutely amazing. All of these pieces, of course, we'll be chatting about more at 8 o'clock with Paul and Josie. So I do urge you to join us because it's going to be an incredible hour. And that's the thing that I love when Josie comes along, because she educates us as well.
Exactly, and that's what
Yeah.
the Kokomano shows are all about. Spending
Lovely.
more time on the demo and really... So if anyone's got any questions, you can email in,
Wonderful.
studio@hochanda.com.
Lovely.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic.
Wonderful, there you go. And we'll be able to chat about your recent open day that you had with everybody
Yes,
going
in
along.
Labour,
So,
yeah.
look forward to hearing about that. There was cake, I believe.
Oh yeah, plenty of cake.
Lots of cake. No, I shall see you at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
So, of course, if you want to take advantage of some of those deals that we're bringing you at 8 o'clock, jump ahead and have a little look. And, of course, earlier on we were chatting about our Sunrise specials, and, of course, we had that deal that had a Freedom members discount on. Well, if you're thinking, well, I want that lower price, how do I do that? Well, here's Leonie to explain how.
Hello everyone,
No, it's
I've
not.
got a minute or two to tell you why you should all be members of Hochanda Freedom. Did you know that with Hochanda Freedom you could be saving on your deliveries every single month? For just a £6.97 monthly fee, you'll benefit from unlimited standard delivery, which means the more you spend with us, the more you save. And do you know the best bit? You can cancel at any time. Becoming a member of Hochanda Freedom, you'll also be able to take advantage of our exclusive Freedom members discounts, where you can save anything up to 20% on an already fantastic Hochanda price. Freedom members will also receive our exclusive members badge and Freedom newsletter, which will keep you updated with all the goings on behind the scenes. Look at all these benefits for £6.97 per month. Over 12,000 of you are already members, and we thank you so much for being part of our family and sharing your crafting passion with us. In fact, I'm going to hand over to you to tell everyone else about your experience with Hochanda Freedom.
I'm a Freedom member, which means I can shop a lot.
It's the discounts and all the special offers you get.
I get special offers, I get special discounts. They tell me when everything's happening. So if there's a special show I want to watch, then it's there. I'm able to just shop when I'd like.
It's just good to have.
Yes, you do save. If you buy like I do, you save.
You see, you could be a member instantly for £6.97 per month with no monthly obligation. So when you want to cancel, you can. Just give us a call or go to our website quoting the item number 888 888. So, don't forget you get your unlimited standard delivery, exclusive Freedom discounts, members badge and members newsletter. What are you waiting for? Join Hochanda Freedom today and become a member of the growing Hochanda family.
Tell you something, Leonie's impression of Janice, you can't tell the pair of them apart, can you? Absolutely amazing. So yeah, that's how you become a Freedom member. Now, just taking this segment of the hour, just while we're waiting, I think our Paola might be popping in a little bit later on. So just while she's getting herself ready to come and join us, I thought I would tell you a little about our 7-day savers. Now, the 7-day savers are a brilliant range of products that we bring you, exactly as it says. They are there, they have got savings on them for 7 days. And this is one of them. So check them out. So these, you've got choices. So you've got your 5x5, you've got your C6, or you've got your 5x7. Now the details on your screen will get you one of these bundles. So you have choices with these. So if you're wanting to go for these, then obviously use those details that are on your screen. Yeah, you choose the option of 5x5. Now within each one of these bundles, you have got loads of cellophane bags, and they are so useful. Not only obviously for presenting your cards when they have finished, but storage as well. If you're die cutting elements, maybe using some of that 7-day saver card die cut, things like your Heartfelt Creations, die cutting those elements or stamping those elements out, and you don't want to use them just yet, then store them in these little bags, and you know they're going to be pristine for when you do decide to start using them. Now, £9.97 options with regards to these. Needless to say, if you do want to go for all of them, just go back in again and actually add those details in for the next size, and then the third size after if you're wanting to. Equally, if you find yourself using a lot of one particular size, then increase the quantities and go for more than one. But the price is going to go up at 8 o'clock on Sunday morning. That's when we launch our 7-day savers. So you've got 3 days and 30 minutes approximately. I'll let you work out the seconds yourself. Oh, 26 seconds I'm being told there. 739190. If you'd like to take advantage of these, the details are on your screen. But as I say, they are 7-day savers and we've got lots of them. Check them out. I think we've got about 5 of them? I don't know if we have a standard quantity. We've got 5 this week. So you've got all sorts there. So you've got some gorgeous fabric. That Mill Shop Online fabric. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. You've got 2 meters of this and it is beautiful. It's got a lovely kind of soft sheen to it. £11.98. It's a really good weight as well. So that's perfect if you're wanting to do cushions or maybe recover chairs. Did try and sneak that out of the studio. Not going to lie, but I did get caught and have to bring it back. Scrapbooking, if you're into your scrapbooking, well, to be honest, even if you're not into your scrapbooking, this wildflower collection is beautiful. We've also got a little bit of Christmas featuring in here as well. And at £12, brilliant value. The pom-pom braid is so cute. I'm into my pom-pom braid at the moment. So definitely, there you go. I'll be using that in lots of different ways. I've got it on bunting in my sewing room. And what else have we got on there? Oh, stamps. Now, Jane Nesterenko, we heard Paul mention her a little while ago. Well, her artwork is beautiful. You can see her on this packaging here. She's the artist behind these designs, and they're fabulous designs because all you need to do is stamp out those images and colour them in. Talking of stamping them out, you can see they're stamped onto white cardstock. That's why our deal of the day is so important. It gives you that super smooth finish, which means when you're stamping, you've got no tooth to your card, so you're going to get pristine stamp outs every single time. And of course, if you're into your sticky dots, then we can help you with that as well. We have got a fantastic set here. Fantastic and fantastic. You can see there gift wrapping and sticky dots. You've got your discs in there, gift bag fasteners, a little bit more red liner tape because we've got a red liner tape deal in this hour as well, if that's all that you're needing. But £12.99, brilliant value for money. So there you go. Now, back with our sunrise specials. A little bit of news, we've lost one of our sunrise specials, that organza. Well done and thank you to everybody that took advantage of that. But we'll let you know if anybody has snuck it into their baskets and haven't checked the baskets out because it's a bit naughty, because other people will want that. So if it does fall back into quantities that we can share with you, then I will let you know. But this bundle, 50% of the stock has gone. This is a beautiful colour. I love this. It's kind of like a teal blue, azure blue, as you can see there on your screen. But it's a lovely quality yarn because with this, sorry, sticking my arm right in the front of your screen there, you've got a mix with this. So the yarn has got 25% wool in there, which is giving it that gorgeous kind of warmth and that lovely, lovely feel, that luxury feel. But it's also got that polyester element in there, your polyacrylic in there. 75% of that, which means it gives you that durability. It means that you can wash your yarn and you know that you're not going to have any issues at all. I'm going to bring in one of those ball bands just to show you again there where you've got all that information that you could possibly need. 5mm needles, as you can see there with regards to your knitting needles, but of course that does mean crochet as well. Oh, crochet, we've got crochet show coming up a little bit later on with sheepies. Can't wait. I've been in there this morning having a look, some fabulous yarn. 30%, so you can pop it into your washing machine if you're wanting to. You've also got your cool iron and you have got your tumble dryer. Did we have anybody let us know about what that dot and dash means? Not sure. Okay, well, I don't dry clean anything and I don't kind of use bleach on clothing and things, so I don't know. You can look it up, can't you, I suppose? Anyway, details on your screen there, £9.94. I can't get over the price of this. What does that mean that we're paying per ball with this? So £1.30 or something like that? Oh, £1.65. That's good value. Oh, we've stopped the press. We've found out what the line means. Dry flat. Oh, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Dry flat. Because, yeah, if you put it on a hanger, it can go all like that, can't it? You know what I mean. Just like that, just like that. Details on your screen. If you're wanting your 6 balls of yarn for less than a tenner, 327 389. I'm going to pop that one in my memory bank now. Dry flat, dry flat. I remember that now. Now, with regards to our double-sided tape, our red liner tape, let me give you the details. You have got loads in here and you are loving it. 20% of the stock has gone of this one. We did have a lot of these, I'm not going to lie. Lots of you taking advantage of this. £9.99 being your price. You're saving £15 and a penny, and each one of these reels, you've got 5 metres on there. 20 reels in total, which means, of course, you're going to have a 100 metres. 3 mil wide, so if I just tilt that to the side, you'll be able to see it's perfect for things like your tags on, you know, when you're putting your tabs, should I say, when you're putting your boxes together. Absolutely perfect, as you can see there. So it's just fine enough for you to use for your construction. And of course, red liner tape, we use it over and over, don't we? 570093, £9.99 is a brilliant price for this. And again, multiples, if you're wanting to add these and if you need to stock up on it, this is the hour to do it. If you're wanting this, 8 o'clock is the cut-off time for that price on your screen there, and that is quite a hike in price, isn't it? So yeah, get it while you can. 570093 is that item number. So what can I tell you about all the ribbons? These are beautiful. Now I'm not going to unravel them again because I showed you earlier on how beautiful they are, but let's have a look at some of the colours. Had a little look at those particular ones there. 10% of the stock has gone of these. Look at these. That's like a real chocolate box purple, isn't it? Really nice. If you're looking at Christmas, that teamed up with silver is beautiful. In fact, we've got that silvery grey there. Those look really well together, don't they? Like those. Got that kind of mulberry tone there, and again, almost like a minky colour. That's nice. It's kind of like a vintage colour to it. But have a look at this. Hot pink, Hochanda pink, if ever I saw it. Dusky pink featuring there as well, almost like a berry tone. And then these two together. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, good news is you don't have to choose between these because you're going to get all of them. All of these reels coming to you for that incredible price, £19.99. I'm going to say colours may vary just to cover ourselves because I'm not 100% sure, but we will try and keep them to this particular bundle that we've got here. So, yeah, we'll try and do that as often as we can do. Details on the screen there, 239065 if you're wanting yours. Now, those stamps that we've got here from Tim Holtz, as you can see there, you've got 5 stamps in here, red rubber stamps, lots of detail within these, and that's the key thing. I mean, have a look at the detail that you've got in that one. Beautiful flourish there with flowers, you've got your leaves in there, your wispiness with that one, really pretty stamp. And then of course you've got your kind of vintage bird cage there. You've got your silhouette of your bird there, so if you do want to use things like your kiss techniques to pick up other backgrounds, then you could do that quite easily. Bird's nest featuring there again with your little eggs in there. I do love that bird cage. You could use these to build up and make a background quite easily, couldn't you? £14.92 being your price, you're saving £13.40. So if you're wanting to take advantage, the details are there on your screen. 105342. You can see they are coming on a storage sheet there as well. It's already pre-drawn. You've got the holes in there, pre-punched should I say. Got the holes in there ready for you to put into one of your regular binders. Many of us have got those already in our collection. Just makes it nice and easy. And of course, as I mentioned previously, they are all pre-mounted, so they've all got their kind of foam on there ready to add that kind of get the definition with the stamp out, and of course a cling as well, cling mounted. 105342, £14.92. Now, talking of backgrounds, these are beautiful because these are going to give you an embossed background. Background, but you could enhance that. You could kind of ink these up, get that letterpress effect, and then put your cardstock through. Again, I know I keep mentioning it, but that deal of the day, perfect to work with these super smooth cardstock that will give you that beautiful detail when you're wanting to stamp with these. Now, fold memories. Now, I'm just going to rotate this around to the side because you can see there you kind of got that script effect. So it's a nice kind of script. It's a script that says something, but it doesn't say something, if that makes sense. So when you look at it, you can use it in so many different ways with these. So it's non-specific what it's saying. There's a little bit of gobbledygook, so to speak. But it means that you could use it for all sorts. I'm looking there and I can't see any words at all. I don't know. But it doesn't matter, does it? Because it almost looks like whinges at the bottom there. That's not a good word, is it? But you've got lots on there that you're going to be able to use. Use them for your Christmas cards, use them for your birthdays, anniversaries. Over the other side, if I move it this way, you'll be able to see that you have got those gorgeous kind of floral aspects there, gorgeous border. And this one is designed to be folded, so you could actually make your card base with this one too. Really nice, like this one, the Cherish Me collection. You might already have some items from that collection there. So you're getting that one, around an A4 size, and again, next one exactly the same, roughly A4 size, and again, different segments in there. It's almost like getting a selection box at Christmas. You get a bit of all sorts in there. You've got your large panel for your background, you've got your kind of tags featuring down at the bottom there, and then you have got some borders. Lots of you taking advantage of these. Now, I don't blame you, because they are brilliant value for money. I mean, £9.97 for all three, because you are going to get this smaller one as well, is a really good price. And when you consider the size of those two embossing folders, you don't have to use them in their entirety, so you could put a smaller piece of cardstock in, but do bear in mind for the larger ones you will need a larger die cutting machine, which most of us have gone. Shall I show you just the kind of effects that you can get when you do work with them? It's a simple black card. Doesn't have to be fancy, but it is when you pop it through that embossing folder, because you can see that relief detail coming through, and then just accenting it with a little bit of gilding wax. What an effect. Beautiful. 170557 is that item number. If you fancy getting hold of them, please be quick, because over 10% of the stock has gone. We had lots of those as well, so yeah, pop them in your basket. Check them out before 8 o'clock though, to take advantage of that saving. More savings for you, spellbinders, dies, and these are beautiful. Now again, these have got a lovely effect, because you're die cutting these, and where you've actually got kind of like a curve, or you'll see when you actually cut these out, you'll see exactly what I mean. You can see you've got that semicircle there that doesn't cut right the way through, and when I say right the way through, because those two lines don't join up. So what that means is that is left within your cardstock, which you then flip over, as you can see there, and create these beautiful medallions. 3 different sizes within here. Lay them all together, that's the kind of result that you get, but of course use them individually if you're wanting to, and you can see there, that's your instructions, 3 stages. How simple is that? Perfect for using with your double-sided cardstock, because of course you'll have the colour on both sides, but if you're going for a white cardstock like your deal of the day, you could just kind of have a paint effect, do an ink effect or whatever you want on one side, and then of course you've got that kind of contrast between the colour and the white. 3 different stars within there, all big dies to start with, and then you've got your smaller ones featuring underneath. £9.99 for all 3 of those, saving £72.81. Boom, that's a good saving. 739667. If you're wanting those, pop them into your basket. Now, we were talking earlier on about organza, which sold out, so I know that we've got lots of people that work with fabrics watching. If you want to get hold of these, you have got a bumper deal, because each one of these reels will give you it's 5,000 on each of these, sorry, 25,000 metres in total. As I mentioned, it's perfect for you to use with your overlockers because of the nature of the thread, but it doesn't mean you can't use them in a craft environment. Twist them together, you can see there, you can create your fabulous kind of, almost like a baker's twine effect. And can you imagine how many of those pieces that you could create with these spools? Got your dark navy in there, you've kind of got a beige tone there, 2 tones of your yellow, and that gorgeous zesty green there. £9.99 438090. So there you go, giving you a little bit of a recap of your sunrise specials. Take advantage of those prices before 8 o'clock this morning. But of course we have something else that we're featuring here today at Hochanda that is on a limited deal. It's limited because at 6 o'clock tonight it's going to go up in price. That's if it doesn't sell out beforehand. And I have to say, I popped into the studio and had a look, and I was blown away. Absolutely amazing designs featuring there. And of course, it is our deal of the day. Not a deal of the day, it's a one-day special. It's the other one. Paola's joined me here in the studio, so we're going to have a little bit of a chat about it. But before that, I've got to do the build-up, got to do it again. Get it right, Hayley, the pressure, the pressure. It's the one-day special. Elimination.
Yes.
If I just say all of them, then eventually I get the right one.
So when they savor, sunrise specials, sunset specials, you know, when they special.
There's so many, isn't there? And then you got to remember whether it's day or morning or night time as well. But there we go.
Too many things in the head.
Too many things to remember. Now, I have to say, when I went into the studio and I saw these, I was blown away. This is a beautiful one-day special.
It is one-day special, and I love how you have got in one. What it is, the one-day special is the essentials.
Yes.
And then which is the matting and layering, the ones that give you the shape cards, the ones that give you the frame possibilities and all that. And then you have got the cute characters, the person. I just think they are so so amazing. But of course, it's Elizabeth Craft Designs, which means that it's the quality of the dies. It's a company that has been, I know her for years, and they have got such a quality dies. Els herself is a wonderful lady.
She is.
They are based now in Colorado.
Oh, right.
But it's a family business, so then, you know, like Josette, her daughter designs most of the dies now, so they have got also licensed designers, but you can see that this collection has been designed by Josette. And this is one of the options. So you have got rectangles and squares, and then each of the sets come in either with the indented corners or rounded corners.
Oh, I see.
But they
so
mix
innies or outies?
Innies and outies. So I love the indented ones because you can take it a little bit more vintagey if you want to, or you can just do Martin and Larry. And I'm sure you have got the rectangles, but you can see the squared one as well.
But of course, what you've done there could be done with any of those sets.
Exactly.
Just a
So
result.
basically what I have done here, what it is amazing is the fact that you can create the shape card, you can create a zigzag, you can create the apertures, the frame in there. Obviously, there's gorgeous snowflakes are as well on the show. The banners are on the show. So you can see that here is a mix of the indented and the rounded ones. Martin and layering. But you know what? I think everybody struggles with Martin and layering.
Yes.
But also, it's even harder if you have got indented
yes, you've got to
corners.
get that curve right as well.
So having the Martin and Larry, and in each set you are getting the one with the stitch detail and one with is what's called fitted. Okay. So if we turn them around, if you see them, they are all different sizes. So you know, you don't have repeated sizes, so these ones will fit inside of these ones and so on.
I see, yes.
So you are getting, in this particular set, you are getting, I believe it's, how many? I'm so bad. Yeah, 14 dies.
Oh,
so
wow.
you are getting 14 different sizes, perfect Martin and layering. Starting at the largest one is 4.5 by 7, 5 by 7.
It's a good size.
3/4. So it is a nice shape card.
Really good
Easel
size.
cards, mini albums.
Now, can I have another little look at the fox one there? Because you've used two different styles here. So you've got your rounded corners and you've got your inner corners.
Exactly.
With it, and that shows that they do work together as well.
They do. So they both work as well for the squares as well. You have got the rounded and the inverted will both work together. And so you can go, say, for instance, for both rectangle sets, and then you have got so many more possibilities. There is also a bundle that is the whole bundle as well.
Ah, makes sense.
That's just really
Definitely
cool.
worth going for. These little cute characters as well. You can understand how I was drawn to these.
And you can see how with the One Day Special you can create those, you know, apertures in there, you know, like kind of this beautiful thing with the detail, the stitch detail. Because remember, in each of the bundles you are getting the stitch one and the straight one, so there is more variety. And then, for instance, then also I wanted to show you this one, because that door and that reindeer, which we gave her the name Edie last night.
Edie?
Yeah, because what's his name? Webster sent an email because he's the one watching. So then that's the reindeer. In the, so we need to name them all. So you know, if you watch at 9, please do email names for the fox, for the owl, and look at that. So see, you can see how the One Day Special.
And I think, is it Yanis that you're teaming up with at 9
Yes,
o'clock?
and then we are together at 1.
We are a little bit later on,
And then, so if you have got any suggestions for names, please, for the names for the animals, for the fox, is a fox, the owl, there is a raccoon as well, there is a little mouse as well. So there is a lot of different elements, and of course, you know, Martin and Larry. I mean, I love this sample that they have sent as well.
Beautiful.
Can you see how easily, beautifully, you know, you layer those elements? As well, we have got a set of stamps. So, you know what? I had such a blast.
I bet you have. I bet you have.
And they send beautiful samples as well. I cannot take credit for these gorgeous cards.
But these are kind of, like you say, they're your bread and butter dies. I know there'll be lots of people out there, perhaps who haven't, and it always sounds a bit daft when I say this, you might not have a die cutting machine at the moment. You might be getting one as Christmas or maybe a birthday gift later in the year. When you see deals like this, shop ahead. I know that you're not going to be able to use them straight away, but with the saving that you've got here, you'll have them ready for the moment you open that box up, and these are essentials. Just notice this little one as well.
Oh yeah, there is this box, but I'm gonna say, when I first saw them, and I thought, well, you know, they are essentials. You know what? I didn't have this size. I didn't have rounded rectangles. I didn't have detail that mix and match. I didn't have the inverted. I had the inverted a couple of very small ones, but I didn't have the ones that would give me the shape. So in actual fact, it is essentials, but they are essentials different from what I had, because you know, and to have the mixing and matching the proportions is really fun.
And I think when you start using dies like these and adding that corner detail, when you actually go back just to your standard kind of squarish corners, they look a bit boring, don't
they? They do, and then you can mix and match. And as I said, there is another card in there that I done, which is the rounded corners at the bottom and then the inverted on top, and then it creates like a, you know, little rounded, even more rounded circle. So it's lots of fun ways, and you know, it's just nice to go back into card making or mini album making into very quick, a very clean and simple, but also you can take it into a more vintagey effect as well. And yes, sorry, I kind of got very distracted because sometimes that box is so easy to make. It's one pass, and I think it's perfect for advent calendars because you know, with advent calendars, you want something that is quick and easy, that you can do 24 of them in no time. And this is one of the.
Or an alternative to crackers. We can't have crackers because my dog is terrified of the. She's deaf now. It's a bit of a strange scenario. Yeah, Millie, she doesn't like balloons. She doesn't like crackers.
Well, that would be lovely.
You could even show her. She's deaf now, but you could show her a cracker. And she still associates it with the fact that they make a noise, and she still doesn't like them. So
no, definitely, because then I was thinking, I didn't bring it, I forgot, but nail polish, lipstick, a little mascara, well, the small mascara probably,
like the travel ones.
You know, travel ones, you know, like a little perfume, miniature perfumes, which I always...
Loads of ideas.
Miniature gin bottles, maybe?
No, I was going to say those little miniatures.
Just saying, you know?
Just saying. Paola, we will see you at 9 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and of course 5 o'clock, because Paola's here guesting our one-day special show. So she's got her crafty head on today, which is lovely. She never really takes that crafty head off. Details on your screen now. If you do want to take advantage of your one-day specials, lots of different options. We may have confused you talking about the different ways, but the website is the way to go, because you'll be able to see all those different options, and you'll be able to see all those fabulous little characters, which of course your deal of the day cardstock will be perfect for die cutting and colouring again. So adding all those things into your basket, you can see it's going to start mounting up, and when your order gets to about £60, then you can spread the cost over a couple of payments. And here is Leonie to tell you more.
Flexi order has arrived at Hochanda. What is Flexi order? When you place an item on FlexiBuy in your basket, you qualify for Flexi order, which means any other items you add to your basket will also be included in your FlexiBuy payments, so you can spread the cost over multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least £60 worth of any items to your shopping basket, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly FlexiBuy payments, offering you the extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi order, making your shopping experience with Hochanda easier.
Now, I keep banging on about the deal of the day, but you may well have joined us and be thinking, you keep mentioning it, but what is it? Well, that's why we brought it back out, because, of course, in this hour, we've been covering all sorts, die cutting, embossing, the fabulous deal of the, one-day special with Power and all those fabulous little characters. By having the right cardstock to start with is kind of the foundation for you to get the best results, and that is key, and that's why this deal of the day is such a fabulous one. Now, when you look at it, you'll think, yeah, okay, it's white card, but why is this so special? Well, there's a few clues on your screen there. It's super smooth to start with. Now, what super smooth means is you've got no pitting in there. Sometimes when you look at a cardstock, a bit like a watercolour cardstock, you've got that tooth in there. You know, those kind of little lumps and bumps, which are not ideal when you're stamping because it can affect the result that you get. With this one, it's been pressed. It's been pressed to make sure, or gone through rollers, to make sure that you don't have that pitting. So it means that when you're stamping with your stamps, things like those Jane Nestorenko ones we were looking at earlier on, completely crisp image. a beautiful result with these time and time again. Super smooth, so then of course you can go back in with your pencils, and again you're not going to get that kind of lumpy bumpy effect when you're colouring with them, which you might want sometimes. You might want that watercolour look, but with this you could be using your alcohol markers on here as well. What you could be doing as well is using things like your ink pads to create a background, to actually build up the colour. Get things like your oxides involved with these, get those effects, spritz them with water, pull that colour out, you'll get some amazing results, but keeping that super smooth effect. And then of course the dies that we saw, our lovely Paola with all those little characters, all the different elements need colouring up. Now of course you could go out and you could get cardstock for all the different browns, all the different oranges, all those different shades, but what is more cost effective is for you to actually create little pieces of that cardstock in the colour that you want. Again, using your ink pads, and again taking advantage of that super smooth finish. Details there on your screen, 713-532. If you're wanting to take advantage, now is the time to do it. Of course, it is our deal of the day, so it's going to run through until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. But with these busy deals, quite often we can find that we don't have enough stock to last the full day. So do add them into your basket, and more importantly, check your baskets out. £9.99, 513532. You are getting 100 sheets there. It's 250 GSM, so a really good weight with regards to that. So perfect for any of those folding techniques that you're wanting to use. But of course, Sunrise Specials, it's something we feature here at 7 o'clock in the morning as well. And time is running out away. You've probably got, what, about 7 minutes left to take advantage of these. Not long left, and we don't have that long on the show, 2.5 minutes. So what should I tell you first? Red liner tape. Let's start with that one, because oh, I've lost one. There we are. You do get 20 reels, not 19. So with these, we're looking at 3mm wide tape. So this is important because, of course, it means that you can really get that fine detail, that adhesive where you need it to go. Now, rapidly approaching 40% of the stock has gone of this. You are loving it. £9.99 will get you all of those reels. You've got 5 metres on each of these, so brilliant value for money. And it's red liner tape. I mean, what can I say about this? We see all of our guests using it over and over again, not just for their matting and layering, but also their box construction. And, of course, you can use it to kind of support your wet glues as they dry, and it's one of those essentials, isn't it? You won't go far without a reel of this tape, even if you've got it in the kitchen drawer for when you need it as well. £9.99, £15 and a penny being that saving on this one, but again that saving is going to disappear when we get to 8 o'clock. Price will go back up to £25. So if you want yours, details there on your screen, take advantage while you can. But the yarn, this has been one of the stars of the hour. You've been loving this, and it is a fabulous weight yarn. I've not got the knitting needles with me, so I can't really show you the kind of the thickness of this one, but you will see it is an Aran yarn. So when you actually start knitting with this, just do a quick little bit of finger knitting here to show you, it's one of those fast growing projects. So if you are knitting, if you're new to knitting, and it's a case that you want to see instant results, you can see there just a little bit of a few stitches there just to show you just how quickly that will knit up. Now it's an Aran weight yarn, so perfect for this season, all getting toasty now. And of course we were chatting earlier on, all the information on your ball band there. 5mm knitting needles or crochet hooks with these, and of course you can wash it 30 degrees, no more, cool iron, don't tumble dry, and lay flat to dry. There you go, always learning here at Hochanda. £9.94 for each set of 6 balls. You've got 600 grams in total. Take advantage while you can now. Do join me a little bit later on 10 o'clock. We've got a crochet show as well, some fabulous yarns featuring in there. Lots more coming up here at Hochanda. We've got the one-day special coming up later on, so there's so much more to share with you. So if you wanted to take advantage of any of those deals, jump ahead, check out the schedule, kind of plan your day with us here at Hochanda, but do make sure that you plan in the next hour with myself and Clarity. And of course I say Clarity because they now own Pergamano. It's a traditional first Thursday of the month. Then back with the one-day special straight after that, and then I'm going to be crocheting with sheepies. Can't wait.
This This is a Hochanda shout out to all our Freedom members out there. Join us from Thursday the 3rd of October at 6 p.m. to Monday the 7th of October at 6 p.m. for our fantastic 4 days of Freedom event. We would like to express our thanks to all our loyal Freedom members by offering you a minimum 10% Freedom discount on all products featured in our live shows throughout the event. Also, look out for our special selection of larger discounted products that we know you will love. There will also be products where the Freedom discount is greater than the £6.97 monthly membership fee. So if you buy one of these and you aren't a member, the question would be, why not? Not only would you save on that order, but you would have unlimited standard delivery for the next 30 days. So don't forget to tune in or shop online to take advantage of our 4 days of freedom from Thursday the 3rd of October at 6 p.m.
Hi, I'm Gina Barrett from Gina B Silkworks. We're a family company specializing in traditional crafts for the modern maker. Most of our products involve textiles and age-old techniques, from button making, lace making, weaving, and other forms of passementerie. I hope you'll be able to tune in to the Gina B Silkworks shows here on Hochanda.
Say you wanted 24 hours of crafting on your TV? OK then, calling all Freeview viewers from the 2nd of October, that's exactly what you've got.
And welcome back, and a very calming kind of...
It's very nice and chilled.
I'm going to like this show, looking at that opener. Josie, how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. And of course, Paul.
Yes, I'm very well, thank you. We did indeed, yes.
You good?
Yes, very well, yes.
Good. And of course, it's a regular slot that we see here at Hochanda.
Yeah, it's the first Thursday of every month, and it's 3 hours of Pergamano.
Wonderful.
And it's all about sort of education, which Clarity is all about.
Yes.
So we've got the experts on hand with Josie, and what we've done, we've brought back her beautiful princess duet grids.
Beautiful.
Absolutely stunning.
And I love this because you kind of developed a brand new concept with regards to the plates. Because of course we've seen the plates for what, 3 years now, 4 years, something like that.
4.5 years now.
Really that long?
4.5
Oh my goodness, wow. And you kind of developed the concept where you've got kind of 2 different styles within a plate.
Yeah, well, I love the lace work. So I went to Barbara and said, after seeing Tina's Snowflake duet,
Yes.
I said to Barbara, could we do this in a border?
Okay.
And then a few months went past, and then Barbara said, we're going to try and do it on one plate.
Ah, clever idea.
Which has been brilliant, because then people aren't going to mix plates up.
Yeah, or lose bits.
Everything, exactly.
Yeah,
they've got everything together.
I like that idea.
Which is what,
perfect.
You know, it's great.
And then you've come up with the designs, which I have to say they are beautiful. And these are the kind of the final addition so far to the range.
So far.
Yeah.
I say so far because I hope there's more.
There is.
Good. Now, Josie, as Paul says, you're going to give us a little bit of education, a bit of tutorial during these hours. So I'm going to let you get ready, if that's okay for your demonstration. I shall be pinning back my ears and learning loads. And Paul, are you okay to come have a chat with me?
Yes, of course I am.
Lovely.
Absolutely.
Now, we've got lots for you to jump ahead on the website. So if you have missed out on any of these items, then by all means you can. But the beauty is that it doesn't matter where you get involved with this journey, whether these are the first that you go for, or whether you've gone for the kings and queens or palaces previously, it doesn't really matter.
No, that's right. The concept is exactly the same with the whole of the duet collection. And so, I mean, what we've done, we've brought this on at a really special price as well. And I've just noticed we've got on Flexi,
Oh,
which is
wow.
even better.
Gosh, yes.
So before you add it to your basket, wait till we go down the counter, because you may think, oh, I want to add that in, and then
Good
it
advice.
splits it all up, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
does indeed.
So what we've got here, we've got, as Josie explained, this is a brand new concept that Jim in the office came up with, and being able to put them both on the same plate.
Okay, now we've got the bright white side.
Which is the embossing one.
Okay.
And then the more pinpointed one is where we would do the perforating.
But they work together.
But they work together. Opposite corners, and Josie will explain exactly how they work. Now, one other thing I did want to say is that Josie has very kindly agreed that if anybody buys anything during this hour, she's going to give away a card.
Oh, okay.
So what we'll do is we'll choose someone that's purchased something during the hour, and we'll put a name out at the end, and they'll get one of Josie's masterpieces.
Now, if you are watching on repeat, sorry, you should have been here live, because it is only during this live hour, but we will announce that winner towards the end of the hour, so you won't have to wait too long. And here, I'm bringing in the piece here that we've got here featuring Alice, the plate that we were just looking at, and this kind of shows those two techniques brought together.
That's right. So yeah, so this is how the finished piece will look like. So when you've done it, if you follow all the instructions, because what we also do is we give you the cutting guide on the back, which we looked at earlier on Good Morning. So all those little red areas is where you would do the picot cutting. But what I love about these plates is that with the whole of the Groovy system, as Barbara describes it, you're either on a bus or you're on a train, and you get off at whatever stop you want to get off.
That's really good.
So if you just want to do the embossing, that's fine. If you want to do the embossing and perforating, that's fine. If you don't want to do any picot cutting, you don't have to. If you think, I don't want to ruin it by doing the cutting, don't. And if we just look at these two samples here, this will Paolo we showed earlier. Okay. So this is Josie's grandchildren.
Wow.
Right. So this has been done by Emila. Who's 10.
No way.
10.
Oh my goodness, that's incredible.
What Josie was saying was that they chose the image they wanted to go with in the middle. And then all she did was she helped them just line up. So they would do one corner, then she helped them line it up, do the next corner.
Wow.
And then this one is Kalen, and he's 12.
Oh my goodness.
And there's no picot cutting on that at all, and they look absolutely stunning.
Certainly
so if you think, you're looking at all these samples and you're thinking, I really can't do that. I mean, obviously they've got a really good tutor with it now.
It's in the genes.
But it just shows that it is achievable at whatever level you're at so far.
And I like that idea, because it can be as little or as much as you like with this, isn't it?
Yeah,
so,
absolutely stunning.
Lovely. So there you go, a little bit of inspiration, but we've got lots of inspiration here, loads of different ways, some of which using some of the additional plates that we've got, which we'll tell you about in a few moments, because they lend themselves so well to so many different designs.
They're beautiful Art Nouveau plates. So this one's been done by Chris, but Chris has just done it as sort of like an overlap, really. So rather than use it as a complete frame, and then when we go to this one here, this one's done by Karen Jackson. So again, that's the versatility. We could have given you a big A4 square plate with one frame on it. But then obviously it's limited.
And it's costly.
It is. So by doing the corners, you can extend or shorten exactly what you want to do.
And of course, obviously, portrait or landscape, it just works so well. So you could make this as kind of as skinny or as bold. Could you actually use it as a complete background and actually put some of those pieces on the inside as well?
Yeah, you could, yeah. That's one of the great things, is that you're the designer, really. Once you get used to it, you can decide then whether you want to do parts of it, just use corners.
I love that idea. And of course, Nikki, one of our latest presenters here, she's been bitten by the groovy bug. And so has Dylan, her son.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's only, was he about 6, something like that? Yeah. Phenomenal. I love it.
So when you look at this one, this one's been done by Karen as well, but she's just used it to create sort of layers.
Beautiful.
So there's no sort of imagery, but as you were saying, you could use that and then just put a flower in the middle.
And I love the white work featuring in here. Now, of course, it's not choice off. You are going to get all of those. You can see the details on your screen there, but some beautiful designs here. And again, I've got to bring another one of these in, because it just shows you, obviously you've got love here, so that could be a wedding, it could be love for Valentine's. But if you're wanting to use these and use them perhaps for your Christmas cards, then look at that. Now, in the traditional method, which I know we're going to be chatting about with Josie, this could have taken me like months, days,
weeks.
Well, it would take me months, because I'd get bored and I'd have to keep coming back to it.
You can, and then you make a mistake,
and then you've got to start again.
You've got to stick a butterfly on it or something, or just,
Yeah, but Josie's going to be teaching us how this kind of takes those skills that you might already have from those traditional methods, but transfer them over. And you can see here, this isn't a square or a rectangle.
No, exactly. This is from Francis. So for me, this is like the pattern building element of it that I like to do with stamps and stuff like that. And so Francis has been very cleverly, and then because she's Pico cut, you've got that beautiful gold mirror card just shining through.
Love it. Brilliant price there, £10 saving, £37.96 being your price, 567521. And of course, as Paul's mentioned, we are going to have that prize draw a little bit later on to win one of those masterpieces that our lovely Josie has created. So yeah, place your order and you'll be in that prize draw. Another set to share with you. Now, if you're looking for detail to actually sit within the centre of your framework, can't go far wrong with these.
No, this is a beautiful Art Nouveau collection. So this was designed by Barbara and Jim in the office.
Lovely.
I mean, it's quite magical watching someone draw on a piece of paper and then see it being turned into a stamp or a groovy plate or a stencil. So when we bring you the duet plates, we always like to bring you a set of imagery that will work perfectly with it. And I just thought this Art Nouveau style would work perfectly with that.
Really nice. Nice manageable size as well. And now these plates, are these plates slightly smaller?
These are A6 square.
Okay.
So what we've done, we've also given you the spacer bar, and we'll explain what that spacer bar does for those of you that have got the starter kit.
Okay, love that idea. But then it's when you start working with... Now, it could be that you're just going for these in their own right.
Absolutely.
Then they'd be beautiful pieces, but teeing them up with a frame...
Yeah, so that's not using one of the frames, that's just using a normal border grid to create that. That's one of Tina's border grids. Just to create that. But that black and white...
Is that gorgeous?
Absolutely stunning.
Beautiful. Adding a little bit of colour in there as well.
So this one's by Linda. And again, Linda's sort of like, she's done one at the top and one at the bottom, just flipping.
Nice idea, like that. And of course, this isn't actually one of the frames, is it, that we're looking at? But a similar sort of concept.
Yeah, it could be. Let me have a look on the back. That's just using a straight basic grid.
Oh, see, this is why your design team is so good, because they give us all the ingredients on the back. I love it. Now, if you're wanting to take advantage of your Art Nouveau nature quartets, then you've got the details on your screen there. £23.96 being your price, 314323 if you're wanting those. But of course, we were talking about the princesses being the latest in the kind of that little kind of train. It's like a Josie train all of her own.
Yep, so we've had the queens, which will be on the website. We've got the kings, which will be on the website. And then the one after that was then the palaces.
These are gorgeous.
And for me, this was a completely different thing that Josie came up with.
Okay, how are these different then?
So these are different in respect that what you've got, when we look at the plates, you'll see you've got those beautiful corners, but then you've got this extra element to them.
Oh, yes.
So when we look at the bucking, you can see, where we go, just there, this extra element. And these are like photo corners.
Okay, right.
There we go, that's a lot better to look at on there. And so what it does is that you can use those corners on their own, you can use the frames on their own, but you combine them together. And what it means is that when you create your piece of artwork, this piece here is loose.
So that's tucked under?
Tucked under. So it's a real great way of attaching your image.
That's such a tricky thing to do, isn't it? To do it invisibly.
Especially with parchment.
Yeah.
And this is using some of Jane Nesterenko's beautiful agapanthus.
Absolutely gorgeous. And again, you've got that set where you've got a series of 4 different plates there. Again, different results. Can you interchange those kind of photo corners for the want of a better phrase?
You could take the photo corners and use them with the kings, the queens, the palaces. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Once you get into it, it's really, really addictive.
Very, very effective. And of course, the beautiful papers you can see sitting at the back there. Again, check those out because we'll have those on the website. Lots of different colours and different combinations. So there you go. Oh, cheeky little Freedom members price there.
Wow, that's good.
Snuck in there. £12 saving if you're a Freedom member. So yeah, again, beautiful sets. And these ones are your palaces, as you can see there. 735692. Of course, we've got the starter system, which is on the website as well, which of course we will be featuring when we chat in the demonstration area, which is where we're heading now. Our lovely Josie is here. She is the designer behind not only this concept, but all those gorgeous elements you can see there. And she's done a good job. Look at those. 5-star reviews, like-minded crafters who've taken advantage of these deals and been crafting with those. So do check those out. And of course, we will be chatting about social media and how you can get lots of support and ideas. So if you are new to the Groovy system and Pergamano, then don't worry, you're not on your own. You're in safe hands. Safe hands with lots of knowledge. Make you sound like you're 103 now, Josie. I do apologise. But you have been, I mean, you've been involved with parchment, well, with the traditional method.
Yes, over 20 years.
Wow, gosh. And this is the thing, the traditional method, and I used to have a craft shop and we used to do a little bit of parchment, and I have to say, I'm a patient person when it comes to teaching, but I'm not patient with myself. Does that make sense?
It does indeed.
Yeah. And I used to kind of, I'd be creating, but then I'd kind of drift off, and I'd be working, and then I'd be drifting off thinking, right, and I must pick this up when I go to the school, and I must do that. And then before I know it, I've made a mistake, and I've got to start again.
Yeah.
And that's what it was.
Yeah.
And it could be hours and hours, days, when you're creating something.
Yeah.
But it's like when you've done something, and when you see how achievable it is, like with the Groovy system, you then get that confidence, and then you think, well, I can do this, and now I want to learn more.
Yeah.
And so it encourages you to learn more and want to be able to. And Josie and Tina and Linda and everyone else, they bring the stuff to make it achievable.
Yeah, it is brilliant.
It really, really is.
So what are we up to then, Josie?
Right, well, I thought we'd start by seeing